In many horror films today, horror and humor goes hand in hand. And one of the conflicts for the vampire is immortality. And can you describe any scenarios in your books where your hero has come up with that culture conflict of living through the ages and having to adapt in outliving and outsmarting uh,
Yeah.
other characters in the book through this concept of immortality?
Okay, so that really does, that's a good point. That's a strong point. It really does make sense. So in my books, First Responder is actually book one. There are four books total. Books two and three are waiting to be published. Book four is just about finished as far as is ready for the friends to start reading it and kind of tearing through it a little bit. Um, but as far as that goes, yes, he's been around for a while. As far as the history goes, there are people that know him briefly. He has colleagues and peers he works with. He's well liked. He's not from what people know, he's a person, and he's not a bad person at that. So he's doing his thing, going through. Now there are others as you progress that you will see that they know him. Some know him as a different name of who he was before, and that's where I'm touching with this. That's where I'm going, is the fact that he has been multiple people during different times, and I will play with that and go back a little bit of foreshadowing, a little bit of history as it's needed, and even go forward with that as it needs to. Just because you know him or her, doesn't mean that it's a good relationship. It doesn't mean that he's on the lam. He's got a job. He has a schedule. So he shows up. He's part of society, but it's his brand, his flavor of society. It's on his terms. So yes, there are some that he knows. There was a TV show. There still is a TV show that I've watched recently, fairly new. It's in the 5th season this year, I think. And I won't mention any names on that, but as it goes, there's one guy, and everyone's always trying to figure out how old he is. He makes these subtle hints and clues, but he keeps it, close to his chest. Doesn't tell anybody. And the thing is, we think he's been around for over 100 years. It's not really possible, but I don't think that we have centenarians with us as it goes, right? As it is now. But I mean, he still look like he's pretty much in his prime. He doesn't look old. He looks, spry. He's able to do things. So yes. One of the things he says is he makes a comment about every time I bury a wife from my assisted living homes. I mean, that is funny. Yes, you don't have to be necessarily old to be in an assisted living home, right? But he made the point to say wives, several, every time I do it. So yes, Dr. Stevens is lonely. It's funny that you kind of mention that, because as it starts, one of the conversation points, the plot twists, is actually, won't give too many of these, but he actually meets somebody, and of all places, in an overnight diner, a place that's open almost the whole time, right, day and night. It's convenient for him. He likes to people watch. He likes to hold the hot, warm coffee. Tea, water would probably do just as good for him, but he actually does smell. Scent. He likes coffee. I like coffee. I think he likes coffee more than I do, if that's possible. But yeah, he meets somebody there, and he's lonely. He's met several people. He doesn't, at this point, nothing is told about who he's buried. I know there's been lots of TV shows and movies that have gone through with the loss of a person, a couple, somebody dying from a disease or an abrupt termination, if you will. Accident, car wreck, something like that. Taken way before they should have. And how that person copes, what they do, if they unravel, if they do things they've always wanted to do, if they feel freedom, if they feel lost. Those are all valid points. He's lost. He's got a job. Doesn't have anybody in his life, as I like to say. So So yes, that is an important factor. As far as the humor part, you've, there's nothing really more humorous than seeing something done a certain way and having seen that done multiple different times, either the same way, insanity, or different ways. So yes, his humor is kind of dry. It's it's not necessarily a short fuse, but it's more to the point to where it humors him, and he will laugh. He will enjoy what he's allowed to enjoy, but mainly from experience.